Hey everybody, I'm so excited to see you on the Amazon today as we discover more about who God is. Before we head into the rainforest, let's stand up and sing together.
God, you're powerful and right. You protect me day and night. You are loving, you are kind. Oh, God, you're always in control. You know everywhere I go. You are good and you are wise. Oh, there is nothing that you can't do. You can do anything. There is nothing too hard for you. You can do anything. Hey-oh, hey-oh. With you, nothing's impossible. You can do anything. Hey-oh, hey-oh. With you, nothing's impossible. You can do anything. God, you're powerful and right. You protect me day and night. You are loving, you are kind. Oh, God, you're always in control. You know everywhere I go. You are good and you are wise. Oh, there is nothing that you can't do. You can do anything. There is nothing too hard for you. You can do anything. Hey-oh, hey-oh. With you, nothing's impossible. You can do anything. Hey-oh, hey-oh. With you, nothing's impossible. You can do anything. Hey-oh, hey-oh. With you, nothing's impossible. Hey-oh, hey-oh. With you, nothing's impossible. You can do anything. Hey-oh, hey-oh. With you, nothing's impossible. You can do anything. Hey-oh, hey-oh. With you, nothing's impossible. You can do anything.
Hey! There you are. Oh my gosh, are you super pumped for today's challenge? Bring it on, Tamiki.
Someone is really excited.
Of course I am. It's the finals. I mean, we could win the grand prize.
Yeah, we can. I even brought our medallions we've been collecting in case we need them for our last challenge.
Great. Let's find out what we're doing today.
Contestants, today's the day you've been waiting for. We'll soon see which of our final two teams will win this season of Amazonia and be heading home with the $100,000 prize. Tamiki, tell them what they need to know to begin today's challenge.
This challenge may sound simple at first, but it will require teamwork and reliance on the knowledge you've gained throughout your time on this season of Amazonia. Listen carefully to today's clue. A crossword you must solve to win the prize you so desire. Remember what you've learned to complete the steps this task requires.
You'll need all medallions, including the one you'll find today, to complete your crossword. The completed crossword will then guide you to your final location. The team to successfully deliver all medallions to the final location given in the puzzle will be declared the winner of Amazonia.
A crossword puzzle? This is gonna be too easy.
Okay, but I don't see any clues to help us fill in the puzzle. How can you say this is going to be easy?
Well, that's probably why we need our medallions. I mean, these colored boxes must be part of the clues for the final location, right?
Okay, so good thing I brought our medallions.
Yeah.
It's locked. Do you have the key?
No. But, I mean, maybe that's why we had these two envelopes. One has a picture of a medallion, and one has a picture of a key. So let's open them. Okay. Mine has a picture of some type of bird.
Oh, and mine's a picture of a bridge we passed on the way over here. Come on, let's go get our medallion.
Wait a second. We should figure out where the key is before we start running all over the jungle, right? I mean, maybe it's on the way to the bridge.
I don't think so. Those birds are parrots, which means the key is probably located near Parrot Landing, and it is way past the river in the opposite direction of the bridge.
Oh, well, maybe we should split up to cover more ground. I mean, I can take the kayak and the oars and get the key, and you could use the compass to get to the bridge and find the medallion?
Sounds like a plan to me. I got our medallion! Did you get the key?
I got it, but I lost the oar.
Oh, hopefully we don't need it. Let's start working on our crossword puzzle now that we can open our box.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I see numbers on both sides of the medallions, and they have a symbol to remind us of the truth that reveals who God is.
Wow, those must be the blanks we need to fill in the crossword. Each one is a truth about God.
Okay, so what does the number 1 medallion have on it?
Well, the number 1 is two-sided. On one side it has a brain, and on the back has the number 7 with an eye as the symbol.
I remember that one. God sees me and knows me, and they both fit for 1 and 7.
Oh, perfect!
What's next?
Okay, so the next one, oh, that's weird. 2 of these are labeled with the number 2 on it. One has a picture of the world, and the other one has a picture of a shield.
Well, I mean, we can see how powerful God is just by looking at the things he created,
Yeah.
right? So powerful fits number 2 across.
Perfect!
Okay, the shield has to be for number 2 down.
Does the word protects fit?
Yeah, it does!
Oh, great! Okay. Number 3 has a heart. It's gotta be loving. Remember how we discovered that his love is never changes.
That makes total sense. Okay, what does number 4 have on it?
Looks like a thumbs up.
Oh, because God is good!
Oh, awesome! And it fits too, doesn't it?
Yep, sure does.
All right. I don't see a number 5, but 6 has a check mark on it.
Oh, that makes sense because that is the word right, like a check, right.
Oh, but what about number 5? We just have one blank left until we can figure out what those colored boxes mean.
Where's the medallion you found? I bet it will only show us today's truth, but it will also help us solve the puzzle.
Oh, okay, well, let's find out what today's truth is.
Okay.
You've made it so far, and you're now discovering your final truth about who God is. No matter what challenges you face in your lives, this truth will comfort you along your journey.
God is always in control. But if you take a look at Job's life, you wouldn't think so. Job had everything a guy could ask for. A wife, kids, lots of friends, plenty of money, and tons of sheep, oxen, and camels. Job was living the good life. But most of all, Job loved God and followed his rules. One day, God and Satan had a meeting. God said, "Look at Job. There is no one on earth like him. He is a good, faithful man. He loves me and does what's right." Satan told God, "The only reason that Job acts this way is because he's got it all. If you hadn't blessed him with all that stuff, he wouldn't want anything to do with you." God told Satan that wasn't true, and he could test Job and see. That's when things got a little crazy. One by one, Job's servants came to him to report some very bad news. All of his animals had been stolen or killed, and some of his servants had even been murdered. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, they did. Right after Job heard about his animals and servants, another servant had some terrible news. All of his children, 10 of them to be exact, were having a meal together when a great wind came and killed everyone. Job couldn't believe what he had heard. He was so sad that he tore off his robe and shaved his head. Then he fell to the ground and he cried out to God, but it wasn't what you think he would say. He said, "God gives and he takes away. Blessed be the name of God." Instead of being mad at God, he praised him. Job knew that God was still in control even when things looked bad. It didn't stop there though. Satan told God that even though Job had praised God when everything was taken away, he certainly wouldn't if he felt sick. Satan tried to prove once more that he was right by putting painful boils all over Job, from his head to his feet. Job sat in a pile of ashes, feeling so much pain, but he still didn't talk bad about God. Job's wife thought this was ridiculous. Maybe God wasn't in control after all. She took one look at him and said, "You should just curse God and die." Job told his wife that he would never do that. Then Job's friends came to see him. He looked so bad that they didn't even recognize him. They didn't know what to do, so for 7 days they sat with Job and didn't say a word because he was in so much pain. Then Job started talking, saying that he wished he was never born and that he had had enough and wanted to die. 3 of Job's friends didn't help the situation either. They said that he must have done something terrible because bad things just kept happening. When Job told them that he had done nothing wrong, they told him, "You are probably just too proud to admit it." That's when another friend couldn't take it anymore. Here was Job wishing he had never been born and complaining, and then his friends kept blaming him. He said to Job, "Who are you to question if God is in control? This wasn't right." Suddenly a voice came out of the wind. It was God talking. He said, "Who is asking if I am in control? I have wisdom that you cannot understand." Job got the message. He realized that he was wrong and that God was in control, no matter what was happening in his life. Then he prayed to God. After that, God blessed Job and gave him double what he had before. Like Job, there will be times in our lives when things are going great or when nothing seems to be going right. Maybe it's something awesome like getting a new iPhone, or maybe you lose something that you've worked so hard for. Whatever it is going on in your life, good or bad, you can always remember that God is in control. Yawanawa, you've discovered so many truths about who God is by hearing stories from the Bible. God controls the good and bad things that we face, and we can have peace in any situation by remembering that God is totally in charge. As you continue in today's challenge, remember to apply this truth, no matter the outcome.
We got the last truth!
Yeah, we did. God is in control. It fits for number 5 too, control.
Oh, all right, we did it! And these colored boxes give us the clue for our final location. The missing letter is C.
Lock? Do we need another key or something?
No, it must mean Lock Canyon.
Well, what are we waiting for?
You're right. Let's go before Clark and Louie beat us to it. Grab the medallions and let's go!
Okay.
Congratulations to Clark and Louie on being the first to deliver all 7 medallions to Lock Canyon. Their survival skills throughout the competition have led them to the grand prize of $100,000.
I guess they were just faster today.
That's not fair. I thought we were gonna win. We just lost everything we worked so hard for out here.
I mean, I know, but it's kind of like the story from the Bible we heard.
You're right. We are so Job. And things ended up working out just fine for him. I guess we could just trust that God really is in control of everything that happens to us. You know what?
What?
I think we should still finish today's challenge. We might not win the prize, but at least we'll have conquered every single challenge on Amazonia.
Okay, you're right. Let's do it. Let's finish this challenge.
Yes!
Ace and Cruz, congratulations on completing your final challenge. No other team in the history of the show has chosen to finish out the competition knowing that they will not win the grand prize. You should be proud of your efforts and the truths that you've learned. Because of the way you both chose to finish the game, the producers have decided to invite you both back next season to compete in Amazonia's first ever All-Star Edition for a chance to win a grand prize of $1 million. Tomiki and I can't wait to see you both back again next season on Amazonia.
What? We gonna come back for the first ever All-Star Edition? This is amazing!
Yes! Yawanawa has another chance at victory.
Yeah!
Brick and Natalie had a crazy day for their last day in Amazonia. When they didn't win the challenge, they were upset and sad. It's disappointing when you work for something and it doesn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Even though things didn't turn out how they thought was best, but they actually experienced something way better. Getting the chance to compete in the All-Star Edition. Just like Brick and Natalie saw that God was in control the whole time, it is true for us too. No matter what we face, we have peace by knowing that God is in control. That is what we need to know today. So let's say this together. God is in control. That was so much fun. I loved hanging out with you guys during this whole season of Amazonia. Before you go, let's all bow our heads, close your eyes, and pray together. God, thank you for showing us that you're always in charge. No matter what happens in our lives, help us to remember that you're in control and that you're always working out things for our good. We love you. Amen. Bye.
Don't worry about packing any bags. We are bringing camp to you. Camp Wanna Stay, a new series starting next week.